Hey, so today we're going to talk about how you can build genuine relationships quickly. My name is Eric Su. I'm the CEO of a digital marketing agency called Single Grain. And if you like videos like this, keep watching and let's move forward. So I get this question a lot. When you think about going to networking events, people are handing cards to each other really quickly, right? It's the same, it's really transactional, right? So how do you build genuine relationships when people are looking at their phone all the time? So for example, I have this app called Moment on my iPhone. And it showed me previously, I was spending 4 to 5 hours on my phone all the time. So that's where my attention is, right? So we only have so much attention. You have so much stuff going on, right? There's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's YouTube. Like you're watching this video right now, like I've taken your attention, right? But don't worry, I'm gonna give you value. First, I think you need to think about what's in it for somebody else, right? You need to reach out to somebody else first. Let's say you're reaching out to somebody through email. How can you be helpful to them first? And a question I always ask when I throw dinner, so dinner's building genuine relationships, you're breaking bread with people, you have them in person. I always ask people, introduce yourself, but also talk about one thing that you can use the most help with, right? What can you use some help with? Because people always need help. Every single person I know needs help. Everybody's going through problems, right? So how can you help solve people's problems first? And that's how you start to kick something off, especially with somebody that's influential. Somebody has, hundreds of thousands of followers, for example. Actually, I just met somebody last week at a conference, and he runs this company called Beard Brand, and he has over 330,000 YouTube subscribers. So, I obviously, growing this YouTube channel, I know collaborations are gonna help a lot. I mean, as of this video recording, we have about 4,000 subscribers or so. We wanna get to 50, we wanna get to 100,000, right? Collaborations are a big way of getting there. When I spoke to him about it, obviously there's a big mismatch, right? Like, if you're starting out, how do you build a relationship with somebody that has, somebody that's a billionaire or a millionaire, right? And in this case, he has a lot more followers than I do, so it has to balance out somehow. So when I was talking to him, I was like, hey, so how do we do a collaboration? And he's like, well, you know what? My audience has been asking, how do you grow an Asian beard? And that's one of the things that I can actually do as an Asian. Not many Asians can do that, right? So, he's like, yeah, why don't we do a collaboration on that? So that automatically adds value to something that his audience needs, and it's helpful to him, right? At the same time, we're doing a collaboration, so now I have to grow a beard. If you're just reaching out to, let's say, a billionaire, let's say Mark Cuban, for example, how do you add value to him, right? Maybe you do some research first on like what he's interested in. He's interested in Dallas Mavericks. Maybe there's a really good player that you've scouted out and you happen to be in high school and you think he's gonna be the next Michael Jordan or the next Kobe Bryant, right? So, I'm going a little out, but think about what their interests are, and then that's how you can start to build relationships with people in the very beginning. So focus on giving before anything else, right? The secret to living, right, is giving. Final example I'll give you is when I got to keynote at a conference, and this relationship that I built up was through a podcast initially. A friend's name is Noah Kagan. And 4 years ago, I started my podcast, Growth Everywhere. That's one way, right? You can start your own podcast or whatever you have exactly. Try to amp them up. Or if you have like an email list, you can email their best content to list. Hey, like what's your best content out there? Can I go ahead and promote it to my list? What's your best video? I just want to be helpful to you. And that's how you do it, right? I have another friend that he's a nomad right now, and he's offering to go cook for other people and then do all this other stuff and mentor them if he can go live in their homes in exchange, right? This guy's an entrepreneur, by the way. So, with Noah, just building on that story, we started first with the podcast, and then we collaborated with him on something else. Like I would share some of his articles as well. We went to some joint webinars, and then got invited to speak at his conference. At the same time, I'm shooting a video in his office. I'm going to promote it on YouTube, talking about his business, talking about his story, and promoting that. So we're just constantly helping each other out. And then he put me on his platform, and that's continuing to build over and over. So start small first. Just give value, and don't think about how you have nothing to offer. Everybody has something to offer. The fact that you're watching this video right now means that you're unique, you're trying to learn, you're trying to get better, and you have something unique to offer. So if you like videos around entrepreneurship, productivity, stuff like this, just hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.